Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. It's an absolute disaster for Rings of Power for Amazon. The ratings aren't so good. I mean, Amazon themselves said they did 25 million worldwide. 25 million what though? 25 million full views, 25 million clicks, 25 million's just a lie. Samba TV, which is used in America, is limited. Not trying to pretend it's not, but it's limited for everyone, you know. So you can get an idea of what the ratings actually are. And the first episode of Rings of Power over a 4-day period was 1.8 million. With episode 2 just bringing in 1.3 million. So there was a 500,000 drop from episode 1 to episode 2. Oopsies. But things like House of the Dragon, that did 4.8 million. Not 1.8, 4.8. Stranger Things did 2.9 million. Obi-Wan, that piece of 2.1 million. It's a disaster for Amazon. And so Amazon have actually released a statement saying, you're all a bunch of racists. Oh, where have we seen this sort of defensiveness before? We've seen it, of course, with Star Wars, with Kenobi. The racism story was already in place before the release of the show, so they had something to fall back on. Remember Ewan McGregor? They phoned Paul Ewan. He's in his car. Hey, Ewan. Yeah, I'm in my car at the minute. I'm driving. Yeah, this is Disney Star Wars. We're going to need you to pull over and say that you're in full support of Moses Ingram and that you hate racisms and we're the #1 show, the bestest ever. Yeah, I'm in my... Just fucking do it, Ewan! Hi, my name's Ewan McGregor and I don't like the racism. Remember that? I remember. Pepperidge Farms from... Somebody else remembers as well. And then we had the same thing when it came to Rings of Power. When the cast was initially announced, there was criticisms towards the casting because of the lore of Tolkien. And the way that they defended this is it's our politics and we want our show to represent every day today. We want to homogenize this fantasy. We want to make it look like current day. We want to depress everybody. That's basically the excuse that they gave. But since the show has been a viewing flop, and the vast majority of criticism that's come out that I have seen has been towards the writing, has been towards the direction, has been towards the characters, has been towards the storytelling or lack thereof, has been towards, in some instances, the sets. It's actually not even had time to get anywhere near political ideology because there's too much fundamentally wrong with the show. But this is what we get in current day. You can't have criticism. They must conflate criticism with racism, because if they do that, then they'll try and get you on anything at all. And it doesn't matter. Let's just say you think that the character of color in the show is amazing. It doesn't matter if you do. You're still a racist. They'll still claim that there's racism towards it. And woo, wiggle the finger. So let's see what... Oh, by the way, this will come as no shock to any of you, But the Star Wars account came to their defense, and it's right here below. From Middle Earth to a galaxy far, far away, we played this race card as well. Let's read. Here, let's move that a little bit better for you. We, the cast of Rings of Power, stand together in absolute solidarity and against the relentless racisms, threats, harassment, and abuse some of our castmates of color are being subjected to on a daily basis. We will not provide any receipts, but we will claim it. We refuse to ignore it or tolerate it. Well, I mean, look, if this stuff is getting sent to you indiscriminately, there's not a lot you can do to, tolerate it. You're going to have to deal with it, but that's just by the by. J.R.R. Tolkien created a world which, by definition, is multicultural. Based off the geography of where the races were. Just saying. A world in which free people from different races and culture join together in fellowship. Races, yeah. Dwarves, elves, humans, Numenorians, yes. Angels. Gandalf's basically an angel. Must be talking like an angel. To defeat the forces of evil. Amazon. Okay. Cheap trick, I know. Rings of Power reflects that. But does it really? Our world has never been all white. Oh, it's the white guy's fault. Again. White guy be the white guy's fault. Fantasy has never been all white. Correct. But do you know what fantasy has been? Written by different fucking people. With different rules and different laws for their own universes. And nobody has ever disputed that. Because some people were quite happy to show black elves from different franchises. And other such, and so forth. But to homogenize franchises, you don't have the right to do that. You don't have the right to say, well, they have in that franchise, so we're going to now implement it in Tolkien, who had a very specific demographic breakup. But you're just going to fucking ignore that and then play the race card. You do you. BIPOC, Jesus Christ, belong in Middle Earth, and they are here to stay. Well, that's just because all the Tolkiens died. Finally, all our love and fellowship goes out to the fans supporting us. This, by the way, this is... Okay, I'll say it in a second. I'm so excited. Especially fans of color, who are themselves being attacked simply for existing in this fandom. Where? Where are your receipts? Where? Holy fuck, these people are insidious. We see you. No, you don't. Your bravery, your endless creativity. No, you don't. Your cosplays, fan cams, fan art, and insights make this community a richer place and reminders of our purpose. You are valid. You are loved. Jesus, this fucking Christ. And you belong. You are an integral part of the Lord of the Rings family. Fuck them white boys. Thanks for having our backs. This might come as a shock to you folks. This has got nothing to do with color. This has got nothing to do with color whatsoever. This has everything to do with the criticisms that have been leveled against the show. And the biggest criticism that I have heard from anyone or about any one of the cast is Galadriel Morford Clark, who just so happens to be a white woman, who is terrible as Galadriel. But this isn't about color, race. This is about the fact that the show is awful. It looks cheap. It's poorly written. The cast of actors have not displayed much of any worth whatsoever. The costumes are a joke. The script is a joke. After 2 hours, there's been fuck all storytelling. The Harfoots are a community theatre. There's been a lot of criticisms towards this show, and this is the cast turning around and going, wah, 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 wah. It's not our fault that you made a shit show, okay? It's not our fault that when it came to promoting the show, you had a load of people going around talking about ideology, as opposed to what should talk people into sitting down and watching this show. Oh, I'm the first dwarf of color. Oh, I'm the first elf of color. Ideology. It's for you and me. Apart from it divides us all, you see. God, I gotta get writing some of these songs down, haven't I? No. You barely had a single person sat down going, well, this is a tale, magnificent tale of a dur-dur-dur-dur-dur. Because you always had some fucking bint sat there going, well, yes, we really gelled together because we're both activists. Oh my God. And so, yeah, I was just like, oh my God, what are you doing this week? And they said, I don't know, like my team have said that like plastic bottles are the thing right now. So we're going to do some activism against that. Oh my God, I had that down for December through to March of next year. We should bump heads together and do some activisms. Meanwhile, you've got Tom Cruise, God knows how many thousands of feet up in the air, saying, hey, get ready for some Mission Impossible incoming. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. The I wouldn't say the lack of self-awareness, because they're fully aware of what they're doing. Conflating criticism with racism until it gets to the point that they hope it's going to be impossible to criticize this show without being called an hysterophobe. Well, guess what? Guess what? You're dealing with a bunch of people that have been there, done that for fucking years. And it's water off a duck's back. And we don't back down when you make pathetic threats of calling us racists, white supremacists, misogynists, or whatever crap you want to throw at us, because it doesn't mean shit. You produce shit, we'll call shit out. But have you noticed that the people that they're calling the racists about fantasy and this, that, and the other, House of the Dragon seems to be doing really well with a viewing audience, and also from the people watching the show. People who didn't think they were going to like it based off what happened with season 8 of Game of Thrones. Some of them decided to give this show a chance, and after 3 episodes, they're going, it's not bad. Not perfect, but it's not bad. Because if you do produce entertainment, legitimate entertainment, that's actually well written, well thought out, people will gravitate towards it. When you literally crayon together a script and put it in front of Femrond, and it turns out to be dog shite, people might just have a slightly different opinion. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.